Hey guys, welcome back to my live stream. It's been a while. I'm glad for all of you guys that do come into my live streams and watch my videos. Super thankful. Sorry I haven't been doing nearly as many videos as I want to, but I am so happy. I'm always there looking at the charts and just seeing the prices of crypto. So if you want to see what's going on in my head, I guess just follow me on X and definitely look down in the description below where you can see all these different platforms that I use. But I did tweet about how happy I was, I think, about Dogecoin reaching 22 cents very recently. I think right now we're at 21, but still at number 8 on the entire coin market cap, which is absolutely amazing. And I guess shocking. It's like a total roller coaster ride because I had people messaging me like, oh my God, you didn't sell again because it went to 20 cents, obviously, and then went down to about 12 cents within like less than 2 to 3 weeks, and then now we're back at 22. So it's a roller coaster ride for sure. And when it was at 20 cents, if you did watch my videos, I was like, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we go down. Like, I'd be more worried if we go down to like 7 cents or like 5 cents. So luckily we didn't hit that mark, so I'm not as worried. But anyways, all of you guys that are in my live streams, please make sure as usual to subscribe if you're not already. Ring that notification bell to know whenever my live streams and other videos start. Thank you to those of you guys that always smash the like button. And if you want to support me that extra mile, definitely consider becoming a member of this community. I think there's a join community button down there somewhere. But if you want to do it all for free and support me, then just subscribe and watch these videos and the ads. You can check out the link that I pinned to the top of this stream. You should see it on the chat this way, or maybe this way. I don't know. And you'll see that is my Robinhood Gold link. So if you don't already use Robinhood, or even if you have Robinhood but you don't use Robinhood Gold, I am going to explain to you why I got it and what it's like to have it. But if you do end up becoming interested in it, please use my link down below or pinned to the top of the stream to sign up for Robinhood Gold, because there is an incentive for me. But I will explain to you why I want this. But as always, never financial advice on my channel. Only do the things that you actually want to do, and always do your own DD. I wouldn't just listen to somebody on YouTube and believe that everything is just facts. So always do your own DD, no financial advice or life advice. There we go. So I did end up getting Robinhood Gold, and me, if you actually know me in real life, or I'm sure if you watch any of my videos, I'm always like deals, 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 coupons, this and that. I save a lot of money. Like, yes, I splurge, but I love saving money. And it's really hard for, I don't even have a Spotify. Let's just put it that way. Okay. Like, I will not spend money if I don't absolutely have to. Like, I don't just splurge randomly and have like 20, 30 different streaming accounts, which apparently some people have: Netflix, Hulu, Disney. I think Disney and Hulu are actually together, Amazon Prime, like all of that. Those are the only ones I can actually remember right now. But yeah, I try my best not to waste money. So I wouldn't really pay for like Robinhood Gold. I never paid for Robinhood Gold. And I've had Robinhood since 2019. I started to make videos on YouTube about Robinhood actually in like 2020. And yeah, I could never be convinced. I don't think in 2020 they even had Robinhood Gold, to be honest. But whenever they had Robinhood Gold, which is like been, I think, a few years at least, I was never convinced because I'm like, what's in it for me? And recently, finding out that they have this new credit card. So literally this month, they just launched their Robinhood Gold credit card, which is actually gold, not made of gold, the regular ones that people are signing up for, but just a gold credit card, which I don't have any gold credit cards, but that's just the appeal of it, right? That's just the look. I don't really care about the look of it, obviously, even though I am intrigued because I like gold things. I would not get it if it was just purely a gold credit card. I saw that they launched a gold credit card that allows 3% cash back on everything. And I am literally like a penny pincher when it comes to credit cards. I will not use a credit card. Like I will not. I'd rather like walk out of a grocery store if I forgot like my credit card and go all the way home to find the right credit card and then buy my food than use the wrong credit card. Like, that's pretty much how crazy I am with like my credit cards and being careful and like knowing exactly which one gets me 4% for dinners, for example. That's my US Bank Altitude Go. And that one, by the way, also no foreign transaction fees. So I take it with me when I go travel. And then I have my Citi cashback card, which I always get 2% back on everything. That's the card. So that one I take for like my miscellaneous stuff or when I'm paying for my insurance or like all that. So pretty much I'm usually like dependent on those two cards, unless there's like some card I end up getting because, for example, like Chase Sapphire Reserve, I'm pretty sure you guys know about that. They had these deals. And at one point I had a card because I wanted to get their like I forgot. It's like $400 or $500 when I got it. It was like a couple years back for their deal. So I only really get credit cards when I'm absolutely convinced like it's a great deal. I only carry the cards that I absolutely need. So you can imagine me finding out that there is a 3% cashback from Robinhood Gold credit card that they just launched, but you have to be on a wait list for. I'm like, I need to have this because there's also no transaction fees on this Robinhood Gold credit card. So I literally, obviously, I'm going to like replace my Citi double cash back one where I'm getting 2% on everything. I'm just going to use that to pay for like all my miscellaneous stuff. Like if I'm going to go to a mall and buy an outfit, I'm going to use that card because I'll get 3% back instead of 2% back. And then on top of that, I can replace like my miscellaneous purchases. I'll still be using my US Altitude Gold for dinners because, like I said, I get like 4% on that. So unfortunately, Robinhood doesn't beat out that. So for dinners overseas, or in the US, I would for sure still be using my US Altitude Go. But yeah, so I was super convinced on that. And then I read the fine lines and it's like, I can't actually have Robinhood Gold credit card unless I'm a Robinhood Gold member. So I'm like, all right, I guess this is time I have to actually get the Robinhood Gold membership. So what that is this. It's not free. So basically, even though there is no annual fees for this Robinhood Gold credit card, but Robinhood is asking you to be Robinhood Gold member in order to get that credit card. So technically, it ain't free. And how much is it to be a Robinhood Gold member? So I would say if you really, really badly want this credit card like I do, but on top of that, you also do trade and you have extra cash on the side that you want to earn currently 5% APY back on, then this is a possibility for you. Like for me, I have extra cash sitting in my checkings account that I honestly should have put into Robinhood Gold a long time ago, but I was just kind of like not really convinced. And because now I really want this credit card, and I'm like, it's better than sitting in my checking account, literally earning me no extra money. I might as well throw it into Robinhood Gold. So Robinhood Gold, it's either I think like $6 something. Again, do your own DD. You could get Robinhood Gold, the membership, whether you care about the credit card or not. That's what my link is for. Whether you care about the credit card or not, if you want Robinhood Gold because you want to, let's say, get the 5% APY on your uninvested cash, so not on any of your stocks, okay? That's nothing to do with it. So let's say I have $10,000 sitting in my balance where I don't end up buying any stocks with that, right? So if I have $10,000 in my Robinhood balance, 5% annual, I get your 5% interest, right? Because that's the current rate, right? Well, I mean, obviously, Federal Reserve is planning on cutting rates, so you won't get that rate for life. But obviously, if they end up hiking rates, then maybe you'll get it higher, right? Back in like, I think the 90s, it was like, I heard from people that are older than me, that it was like closer to like 18-20% in America. So pretty wild. Meaning if you had $100,000 in the bank, you pretty much would be getting like $20,000 in a year for like doing nothing. But anyways, it's not that good right now. It's like 5%. So actually, I'll make the math easier for myself. If I have $100,000 sitting in my unused balance, then after a year, I should have around like $5,000 from the 5% APY, hoping that nothing changes. But obviously, as things fluctuate, things will change. So for me, you will be paying. Oh, so basically, Robinhood charges you if you want to pay like on a monthly basis to get your Robinhood Gold. They'll be charging you like $6 something. So I end up just paying for the 75. So I signed up for the $75 for the whole year. Therefore, it's only $5 per month. And I guess I'll walk you guys through how I did it. I had literally like $2. I had $2 in my balance because I end up buying like crypto and stocks with all the money. So I had about $2 in my balance, and I'm like, I want to get Robinhood Gold, but there's no money in here. So obviously I have to put enough money in there so then I can get the 5% APY to earn enough money to pay off the $75 annually and to earn some extra money, right? That would be the only way that it honestly makes sense in my head. But So I was like, okay, I need to do this. So I ended up transferring money in like, what is it, 2 or 3 days ago, whenever I tweeted about it. And I put money in there. And right away, I don't know if it's because my balance is good in my Robinhood that I have money in there due to my stocks and crypto, that they were like, oh, your balance is available right away. Like whatever I put in there, they're like, you're able to basically buy stocks and buy crypto. But obviously I didn't, because I'm like, I just want to have this cash sitting on the side to pay off for the $75 a year that I sign up for. So as of right now, I already looked at my Robinhood. It's been like 2 days, and they didn't deduct the $75. And maybe it's because I swear when I read it, it said the first month or the first 2 months is free. So maybe that's why it didn't actually start charging me yet. So I'm thinking maybe like the third month, maybe that's when they'll charge me. And I don't know how it works, if they're going to just charge me $75 at once, which is what I'm expecting. So I'll let you guys know when that's taken out of my account. But right now, the money I transferred in, nothing is touched. I also see that I have this new section now. It says like the interest that I'm making, and it's all 000 because obviously I just started it. But I know people who use Robinhood Gold, and they tell me like every single month you will clearly see on your Robinhood portfolio exactly how much you've earned from your 5% APY or whatever. And also they're doing this promo right now where you get actually 5.2 something APY instead of the 5%, but just for about 2 months. So we'll see how that goes, but I'm very excited. And you can do the math. So just remember to do the math and be like, how much money do I have to put in to basically get back the $75 that you are paying for your Robinhood Gold membership, right? Because it doesn't really make sense in my head to be like, oh, I'm going to get Robinhood Gold just because I want to get a 5% APY, but then you end up putting like $100 in, because $100 is not going to earn you in a year the 5%. The $100, 5% of $100 is literally $5. So that's not enough to pay for your 75. So you'll basically be paying out money to earn this 5%, which doesn't really like make sense to me. So definitely do the math and figure out how much you need. It should be the amount of money that you need times 0.05. So for example, let's go in here and do some math. If you want to pay off $75, right? You got 75, and then you're going to do multiply by 0.05. I hope I'm doing this right, because it's me really embarrassing as I'm doing this math and it's not right. That is not right. So it's, wait, I could do this. Sorry. It's 75 divided by 0.05. Okay, sorry. Do 75, which is the amount that you want to earn, and you need to see, so I want to earn $75 within the year because I'm paying that for my Robinhood Gold. So I need to see how much I need to invest in Robinhood Gold, which is currently earning me 5% APY. So you do 75 divided by 0.05. So divided by 0.05 gets me $1,500. So you want to put in at least $1,500 just to get back in your annual return the $75. But again, as the interest rate fluctuates, you probably want to put maybe a little bit more than that. But again, not financial advice. Do your own DD, entertainment purposes only. Hi there, Mike in the building. Welcome, Ian. So yeah, that's literally why I ended up getting it, because one, I want the gold credit card. And then two, I had money on the side that was just sitting in the bank, and I'm like, makes more sense to put it in there. So obviously I put more than $1,500, because the $1,500 is literally just going to be paying for my card. My membership, my Robinhood Gold membership. And then the extra money that I put in there is actually going to be rolling me the 5% that I want, right? So that's it. They're matching, like if you are a Robinhood Gold member, you do have the ability to match, like they're supposedly matching 3% of your IRA. So definitely look into that. I'm not going to go into details with it because I didn't do that. So if that's what you're interested in, I do have friends that ended up doing that route. So definitely check it out. But I really, really want the actual gold credit card. So here's the fun thing that Robinhood did, which I actually am not that happy with, because they have a Robinhood Gold credit card, right? Like everyone's going to get this stainless steel. I think it's like, how many grams? I forget. I think it's like 17 something or milligrams. I forgot. I have to get my phone. Give me 1 second. Okay. I'm going to pull up my Robinhood app. Give me 1 second. But yeah, the card that everyone, if you do sign up for it, like if you just sign up for a regular card, I'm currently on the wait list for. And if I get approved, I'm just going to be getting a regular like stainless steel card that just happens to be in the gold color. But, oh yeah, it says it's, but if you want this gold material, which I heard is actually only 10 like carat, not 24 carat, obviously, because that's like way too expensive. But I thought it'd be like 18 carat, but that'll also be more expensive. So whatever. It's like 10 carat, I think. So obviously, like it gets more expensive if you didn't know about gold. It's obviously pure gold, supposedly pure at like 24K. And the gold jewelry that most people sell out there at like Tiffany Cartier is 18 carat because it's harder. You can't, it's like too soft if you have like a wedding ring made of like 24 karat gold, even though some people do that, which is totally cool. But yeah, this credit card is supposed to be in like 10 karat gold if you can get 10 people referred to Robinhood Gold. So it literally says worth the wait, WEIGHT. Earn a limited edition solid gold card by referring 10 friends to Robinhood Gold. So I really, really hope that some of you guys, I already got my SO to do it. So that's literally like one person. I'd be really, really thankful to you forever. And you can let me know if you were one of the people that did it. And I'll just put you on my like IOU mentally list for the 10 people. But yeah, I want this. This is their little ad for it. It says material is gold. Weight is 36 grams. So sorry, the regular one, if you just get the stainless steel one, would be like 17 grams, I think. Which still weighs more, I think, than like traditional credit cards. And then the quantity is limited. So I don't even know if even if I get 10 people, will it even be enough? But I really, really want this card. And the thing that makes me mad is like, I wish Robinhood didn't make this into and how many people can get 10 people into Robinhood Gold situation. I wish they made it so that I can either get this gold card if I got 10 people to go into Robinhood Gold or just let me pay for it. Like I would pay no more than like $500, but I would pay $500 for like a 10K gold card. Does that make sense? I would happily do it. I would be a little iffy about handing my card in the restaurant to like the server because I'll be like, what if my card doesn't come back? But I would do that. But I don't think that they have that option. So I don't think Vlad Tenev is watching my videos, but if it ever passes on to somebody who works at Robinhood, you should really do that because I'm pretty sure if I'm really cheap and willing to pay $500 for a gold, an actual solid gold credit card, I'm pretty sure other people are probably willing to pay more money instead of referring 10 people into Robinhood Gold. But whatever, I am on it and I am happy in here. Okay, so this is kind of what it looks like. Let me just cover up my amount in here and try to show you. Give me 1 second. How do I do that? Okay. Okay. Cover this. Okay. I can try to be strategic. Okay. So it looks like this. Once you, okay, you see that? Once you get Robinhood Gold, it's going to say like 5%, 5.25% APY. With gold, and then it says interest accrued this month. Mine is all 0.0000. Lifetime interest paid, cash earning interest, and again, all mine's 0 because it's super new and I didn't get anything yet, and they didn't deduct anything from me. Like I put it, obviously, I'd already deducted from my bank like after like 2 days. But my buying power is still what I originally transferred into Robinhood. They didn't charge me for the $75 yet, but I'm assuming they will soon. Luke's car and stocks. Hi there. Dogecoin is 21 cents. Yeah, I know, bro. I started with that. 21 cents, 22 cents. Close enough. But okay, enough about the Robinhood stuff. So anyways, that's my point. Made my point. If you do want to support me, I'd be really, really grateful if you can use my link if you do end up getting Robinhood Gold. But I wouldn't recommend Robinhood Gold if you are going to put less than like $1,500 in because that's not even going to be enough to actually pay for the $75 membership, right? Because there's other routes if you want to make your 5%. You don't have to go through Robinhood Gold, but that's only if you are like me and you want the credit card, you want the percentage APY, and you possibly want to like actually trade stocks. But anyways, exciting times, guys. Exciting times. Right now we are at 88 80 on the extreme greed level. I personally honestly don't believe that, because I remember how greedy people were back when Dogecoin was like 30, 40 cents, and we're not even close. We're not even at that crazy level where everybody's like, take my money and help me. In which I will tell them I don't do financial advice. But Dogecoin right now is at number 8 at 21.31 cents. It is literally, I don't know how this happened, but it is literally the top performing in, let's see, are we the top? Ooh, Bitcoin Cash did better. The heck? Okay, I was going to be like, we're the best performing in the top 20, but no. Dogecoin is the best performing top 13 of the coin market cap. But Bitcoin Cash, BCH, is at number 14 on the coin market cap, and it's up 40.35% in the last 7 days. Dogecoin is up, but it's only up 31.78%. Like, that's actually insane. The thing about Bitcoin Cash that really pisses me off, and I think I've said this before in the past to you guys, the thing about Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin that really pisses me off is because every year, Litecoin and Bitcoin Cash, I will stare at them moving, but then I always knew in my heart, like every year, that if it does go down, like it's going to come up, because it pretty much, like, I mean, I guess Ethereum too, like it pretty much follows Bitcoin. So when Bitcoin and Ethereum moves up, Bitcoin and like Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin usually just like, I don't know, I just call them like the followers. They just like, they're always there, but I don't really care about them that much. I bought it in the past and I think I made money in both, but then I just like never jump back in. And when I like really look at it in hindsight, I'm like, why am I so dumb? Like, imagine if you did have a lot of money in Bitcoin, right? And it almost always, again, almost always, so you can't really bet your life savings on it. But I've always seen this trend that it's like when Bitcoin moves and then Ethereum starts to creep up. But afterwards, it's like Bitcoin and Litecoin. I'm not sure which one exactly moves first, but they just like both move up following. So if you actually time it, I think there are people out there who are obviously way more intelligent than I, that could time this, and you like can get Bitcoin and then you sell it once it's moved up a certain amount, and then you go into the following, aka like Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin. So it just irks me every time I see that, because I'm like, I could not plan this. I don't know how to time the market, and I don't time the market, but I will try, even though a lot of people say that's very stupid. But a lot of people also told me that WIF was stupid, including my SO. And guess what? WIF is at now. I have to tell you guys a little story, and it's because I'm pissed. So literally 1 month ago, I just go and look at the price of dog with hat, right? And I think I've talked about it on here too. Like, I was joking, like, oh my God, it literally is just like a dog with a hat. Anyways, blows my mind. But even though I said that to my SO, I literally said, I was like, okay, this dog with hat, I don't get it. I don't care. But like, there seems to be some wild folks out there that are invested in this. And I'm like, what if it does like a Shiba Inu? You know, what if it pulls like a Floki Shiba Inu pay type of situation? So I'm like, maybe I should throw like at least $1,000 in it. And he's like, no, that's so stupid. Like, don't do that. He's like, stop buying meme coins. Which is what he tells me every single time, by the way. And when Dogecoin was less than 1 penny and I said that it would go to a penny, he was like, that would never happen. So it just goes to show you can't trust anyone. Just kidding. But yeah, I was this close to putting in $1,000 into dog with hat with. And then I didn't, because I mean, at the end of the day, I can't blame anybody because it's still my choice to listen to him. But he was like, it's a bad idea. It won't go up. And I actually called it. Like, I don't know if WIF actually made it to 50, but I was like, a month ago, I'm like, there's just so much commotion about this. And like, I listened to literally a gazillion podcasts and all these different like corners of YouTube was like talking about WIF, right? So I'm like, maybe, just maybe it would get enough momentum. Like, I don't think it's going to last 10 years from now. I don't think anyone's going to talk about WIF 10 years from now. No offense. But I'm like, there's a chance that it could go to at least like maybe 50, like top 50 on the coin market cap. And then yesterday or the day before, I was like, oh, I want to look, I want to see what's going on because Dogecoin is so high. So like, where the heck is WIF? Let's see where WIF is right now. Okay. Where is this dog WIF hat? It is currently where? Wait. Oh my God, tell me it got higher. I don't see it. Okay, PayPay is at number 44. It was higher than PayPay, I'm pretty sure. Or like really, okay. Whoa. Okay, PayPay did pretty good. Maybe Dog with Hat dropped? Hold on. I don't see it. Okay, maybe I'm just really bad at this or I'm scrolling quickly, but I saw Dog with Hat. Like, oh my God, it's at 31. I was looking lower because I was like, because yesterday, I swear yesterday it was only at like 50 or the day before, like under 50. It was like 54 or something. And I was like, I'm so pissed right now. You have no idea. I didn't even think it was gonna get to 31. Now I am so shook. This thing has a market cap of $4 billion. Did PayPay even get to 31? Let me know if PayPay got to 31 because PayPay is only at 44 right now. Like PayPay's moving too, but Jesus Christ, Dog with Hat is crazy. Who's buying this? Like I'm picturing a bunch of whales, but either way, that's insane, man. Okay, I guess it's not that much of a loss because I was only gonna put in like $1,000, but I think it would have like 6x, right? Like it would at least 6x. So yeah, that would have been my $1,000 would have been at least like $6,000 from the moment that I said I should. So you know what? Next time, as much as I don't want to buy more meme coins, I think next time around I will do it. I will do it if I have a hardcore enough feeling on the possibility of it getting to like top 50. I don't really want to see more things at like top 30 and getting closer to Dogecoin, maybe because I'm just super biased. But yeah, that is scary. I'm just going to assume that maybe it's because Dogecoin's moving up so much that Dog with Hat, which is honestly, I just think all of these other meme coins are just derivatives of the original meme coin, which is Dogecoin. But yeah, man, I'm so shocked right now. I can't even. Okay, and on to other things. Sam Bankman-Fried, SBF, end of an era. He has finally gotten his sentence of 25 years, which some people think is a lot, some people think is not enough. And he has to pay $11 billion. So let's see. CNN Business News posted, how can he possibly do that? And honestly, I have no idea, but I have heard from others that the FTX folks, like the customers, are supposedly allegedly going to be getting back like 100% of the money that was taken. So let me know if you are one of the people that had your money stuck on FTX. I don't personally know anybody who had any money stuck on FTX. I took it out myself, luckily before everything went down. So let me know if you are one of the folks and if that's actually happening and if you do end up getting your money back, which I pray for you that you do, even though crypto is not insured and we all know this. So definitely be careful. And speaking of not insured, remember, even though I personally use Robinhood and I'm getting their credit card, or I hope I get it soon, I'm on the wait list, and I join Robinhood Gold, know that your cash is insured, your stocks are insured, but your crypto on Robinhood, and I have confirmed this over and over, and you can read it in their fine lines, crypto is not insured. And that's the same thing with like Coinbase. If you put your crypto on Coinbase, something crazy happens at Coinbase, you're also not insured. So definitely not your keys, not your coins. Be careful. So anyways, this is about SBF, and it says a federal judge on Thursday ordered Sam Bankman-Fried to repay more than $11 billion as part of his sentence for defrauding customers and investors in his failed crypto exchange FTX. Experts say the amount will likely financially incapacitate, okay, I can't say it, him for the rest of his life. This forfeiture is designed to make certain that if SBF ever makes money, it goes not to him, but to the government and the victims. Mitchell Epner, a former federal prosecutor, told CNN he will never be able to accumulate funds in his life, and forfeiture cannot be eliminated through bankruptcy. The court has some discretion in determining forfeiture amounts, but they're largely based on how much money a defendant is found to have earned in the course of their crimes, not how much they can reasonably be expected to pay. In their sentencing memorandum earlier this month, federal prosecutors laid out their reasoning for seeking $11 billion in forfeiture. They said $8 billion represents how much Sam Bankman-Fried's made from wire fraud and conspiracy to commit fraud on FTX customers, and the property involved in his conspiracy to launder the proceeds. Another 1.72 billion represents, these are just like huge numbers, represents the amount FTX raised from investors on false pretenses. And 1.3 billion accounts for the money that Sam Bankman-Fried's cryptocurrency trading firm owed lenders, prosecutors said. Do victims get compensation? Unlike restitution, where the money from seized assets goes directly to the victims, the money from forfeiture is taken by the government and absorbed into the U.S. Treasury. On Thursday, U.S. District Judge Lewis Kaplan said it would be impractical to order restitution because the complicated nature of the case and the number of victims involved, but he ruled that the government could compensate victims of the FTX collapse with the forfeited assets. In a case like this, the government and the court is going to have pretty good idea of Bankman-Fried's assets. And I love how I say pretty good idea, because like how much you can't really know, in my opinion, I said this countless times, you can't really know how much Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, in terms of assets, like how much anybody really has, right? Like you can try to Google it and you can try to find out if you are the IRS, but it's just so hard. Like who you know, who your family knows, where the money went, who you pass on the money to possibly. Hi there, Pamela. Hi there, Henry. Welcome to the stream. That's $1,000 worth of gold. I bet you would pay $500 for that card. $1,000 worth of gold? You mean like the Robinhood Gold Card? If I actually end up referring 10 people? I don't know. Oh, I guess you did the math. I don't know what 10. I think, isn't it like $35 an ounce or whatever for like gold? I think. I'm not really sure. But for 10 carat, I don't know how much that is worth. But it is supposed to be like, what, 36 grams, right? So you guys do the math for that one. I don't know what 10K gold is. But I know it's cheaper than the 24 karat gold or 18 karat gold. So it just kind of goes lower. And it's supposed to be solid. So that is nice. So wish me luck. I don't actually have high hopes that I'm going to get it. But again, if you're watching this video and you want to help a sister out, make sure to smash the like button and check out my link for Robinhood Gold. But yeah, for Sam Bankman-Fried, GG. I don't know. Good luck. Good luck. I hope he pays it back. I don't know how it's really going to be calculated or how these prosecutors end up finding and all the assets. I feel like there's just like, if you look at a person, anybody, just call him Bob, a fictional person. If Bob is a billionaire and Bob buys a mansion, you can't hide that. It's under Bob's name. You knew that he lived there. I think investigators can find that. And if they buy a boat, yes, you can seize that. But then the money that they give off, like whether it's in the form of gift cards or I don't know, just pure gold bars to people they know, it's hard. It's hard for you to find that. I don't know if there's like no paper traces and stuff. That's like more like FBI stuff. But yeah, I'm just still so, like, crypto is so crazy because obviously you guys know, if you watch any of my old videos, that I was earning. I put so much money, or crypto, sorry. I put so much crypto into FTX back in, I forget if it was 2021 or 2022. I'm pretty sure I started either at the end of 2021 or the beginning of 2022. But either way, I had at one point like hundreds of thousands of dollars on like FTX. And I would have lost it. Like, I think I would have mentally gone nuts if I had been one of those people that had it on there and then was just told, like, you're freezed out, it's done, just you're not getting your money back. So it's just crazy to think that at the time FTX was so big in 2021 and they had like Tom Brady and all these like actors and athletes like doing all these commercials for them, like Super Bowl. It was just nuts to think that something like that. And I think this is just like a lesson for anybody who is involved in that, or even if you just watch this and you're not even into crypto. I don't want to say like if it's too if it looks too good to be true, it probably isn't true, but more of just like, you have to think of the worst scenario. Because even when I was invested and I talked about it, I told you guys, like, I knew the bottom line. The bottom line is what I just said as well. Same with Robinhood, putting your crypto in there, you're not actually insured. So same thing with FTX. And I knew at the time, even with my money in COINBASE, that nothing is insured. But even though we say that, and I said that at the time in 2021, to be honest, I would have never foreseen, what FTX did. And yeah, just wild to think that. But one thing I will say is, as bad as it was that they were like siphoning money from their clients and doing all this stuff in the background that nobody knew about and was obviously shady and illegal and criminal, I was really happy when I did have my Dogecoin and other cryptocurrencies on FTX, because they were giving, I think it started for me at like maybe north of 5%, definitely more than 5% APY. And then it started to go down, like lower. I would get like maybe just around 5% back. So think about it. Like if you put $100,000 worth of Dogecoin or Bitcoin, you would be, let's just say Bitcoin. If you put $100,000 on FTX back in like 2021 at whatever interest rate they were giving, if you put $100,000 and then they were telling you get 8%, you're literally getting $8,000 worth of Bitcoin every year. Like, just, it was nuts, but it was real. Like, I actually got that because I had my crypto on FTX and I was receiving that APY, and that APY was returned to me in each of those individual cryptos. So when I transferred out, that was all real and legitimate. I mean, he did a bunch of stuff, like Sam Bankman-Fried and his team did a whole bunch of stuff that was not legitimate and they shouldn't have done. But yeah, but as a customer that luckily took their money out, it was actually, I don't regret it. Like, I think it was super risky now looking back, but I don't regret having it on there because I did earn a lot thanks to that. I didn't even get to earn for 2 years, which kind of sucks. And I should have honestly started earlier, because when it was being like hyped and stuff like that, I didn't actually use it. I don't know what made me freak out. And I was like, I think it was just the appeal. I think crypto was really bad. And then I was like, oh, I remember what happened. I had my crypto, like a lot of my crypto on Gemini at the time. Something went wrong with Gemini too. I don't really remember the details, but people's funds were stuck in Gemini too. Like if you went and had like those interest earning things. I think it was Gemini Earn or whatever. But I had it on Gemini Earn, and at one point they were giving like also close to like 8% APY for Doge. And then they started dropping it to like 1 or 2 or something very low. And I'm like, oh, I'll just move it out and put it on FTX. So that's what happened. Yeah, sorry, it's been a while. But I had it on, I think, Robinhood at one point first. And then I moved it to Gemini. And then from Gemini, I'm pretty sure I moved it to FTX. And then from FTX straight to the ledger for years. So that's that. I remember those days. I never used FTX, Henry says. Well, good. You saved yourself some trouble, because I was freaking out. I was actually traveling at the time when all this FTX stuff was going down. So I was freaking out. It was like extra level of unnecessary anxiety every day, just thinking like before I slept, like, oh my God, what's going to happen if like CZ doesn't buy out, which actually that was around the time when like the reason why I pulled it out, and luckily I got out earlier, is because CZ was saying that like, no, don't trust them. Remember like all the tweets? He was like, don't trust them. And all of a sudden he was like, 180 twist. Actually, yeah, we're going to like help out. We're going to like buy them out, buy out FTX. Then I was like, sus. So that's pretty much why I pulled it out. I don't believe that people just change their minds and they're like, oh, you're super sus. Never mind. I'm going to help you out. So yeah. And then obviously then CZ did actually say like, oh, no, never mind. Not doing it anymore. So, and then everything kind of like fell apart. Anywho, what else? I'm kind of like sad about Ethereum, to be honest, because after their upgrade, the Denkun upgrade, nothing. It's doing like one of the worst, in my opinion. Like Ethereum is only at 3,500. its all-time high was 4,800. And I know we went to like what, 42, 43, $4,300, which is $500 shy of its all-time high. I guess but compared to Bitcoin, that's like not that good. There's a lot of talk of like, oh, Ethereum could like definitely do well if the spot Ethereum ETFs actually get approved. And there's rumors that it might get approved in May. So we'll see what happens. But I am praying that we are, if you go on CoinMarketCap, it's the halving day is supposedly 21 days. So 21 days from the Bitcoin halving. One would think that after the Bitcoin halving, and instead of producing like 900 Bitcoins a day, it'll be 450, right? Slash in half. I think a lot of people that are more Bitcoin maxers are like, yeah, Bitcoin's going to go up like $100,000 and then to the moon. I actually hope that that whole deal will cause Ethereum to move up, Dogecoin and everything else. Bitcoin, honestly, it can wait. It could do like another 6 months. So we shall see. But man, this is nuts. Ethereum Classic also did not too bad. 15% up, currently at number 27. Dog with hat. It's up 19% just in the last 24 hours. I'm definitely not gonna buy any now, but let me know, let me know on X or let me know on YouTube next time you guys are around and if you see another dog with hat level of potential, because I messed up. I missed out again. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this stream. I'm going to bounce. Got other stuff to do. Like I said, I'm running 6 different e-commerce platforms, so it is a lot of work, and that's why I can't do streams every single day, but I appreciate all of you guys that do come in here and smash that like button and support my videos. Definitely share my videos with your friends and family if you want to support the channel and see me more often here, because if I had 100,000 subscribers one day, I would be monetized more and it would incentivize me to do this while I'm working on my e-commerce stuff. So thanks, guys. Good night. Take care, and I will see you soon. Bye.